Una good evening, oh, my country people. So-called country, soon to be dismantled country. RIP One Nigeria. I said it. You see, RIP One Nigeria. You know why I say it? Nigeria is suffering from a terminal illness. That terminal illness is the born to rule mentality of the Fulani hegemony. You see, they believe that they are going to run everything. They look at all of the important posts. It's all in the hands of the Fulani, and that is what is going to dismantle contractual Nigeria, whether they like it or not. That is the terminal illness that is going to kill contractual Nigeria. Yoruba nation will rise, Biafra nation will rise, Middle Belt will rise. I have no doubt. Be of no doubt about that, because by their own hands they are dismantling what the very thing they are trying to protect. Because you cannot tell us we're in a democracy when you are putting yourself in all of the positions and born to rule. Whatever you say goes. You give your people amnesty. Our people in the south have been killed. RIP One Nigeria. Now, please listen to this Al Mustapha retired. Listen to him. They are trying to twist facts. Gowon made a deal with the UK when they found oil. We don't know. All money went one way. They reduced our value. Look, we lost money because of their governance. Whatever these people are telling you, they are trying to play a game now and trying to say we need to support them. We cannot. One Nigeria is killing Southerners. You get me? One Nigeria is killing Southerners. One Nigeria is killing Southerners. Never forget that. The sole aim of one Nigeria is to kill Southerners and take their land. Ahmadu Bello said, we should never allow them to rule over us and never allow them to have a control over their own destiny. Ahmadu Bello said it. So wake up. If you're a Southerner, you still believe in one Nigeria, you need to wake up. These people are about taking our land. They come from Futajalon. Remind them. Their so-called ancestor, Usman Dan Fodio, his ancestry is from Futajalon. Go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Google it. Google is your friend. Go and Google it. Let's go and read this one in the meantime. Here we go. Listen to what he's saying. I want everything he's saying is upside down. Everything Al Mustapha is saying is upside down. No. Don't fall for the trick. Don't fall for the trick. We must dismantle contractual Nigeria. Contractual Nigeria is about taking our resources away from us via that fraudulent constitution that must be dismantled. We want no part of contractual Nigeria. We must go for referendum. No referendum, no elections. We need a referendum. That constitution, that fraudulent constitution, is actually Decree number 24 of 1999 that has been put around our neck as Southerners. We say no more. Listen.
Throughout his tenure, we were busy building up machineries that was to work in containing crisis for Nigeria. We were privileged working with him since Army headquarters to know that since 1972, Nigeria.
You see, 1972, 1992. You see, the numbers are not adding up already. You can already hear it. If they are speaking the truth, you don't need to even think. It's there. They are twisting. Look, they are panicking all over. These guys are panicking because they know that the game is up. Listen on.
Nigeria was 12 years old as an independent state. With the discovery of oil and with the performance of General Gowon then as head of state, some certain forces came together and said.
You see, performance of General, they're trying to praise General Gowon. These guys are the people that are put us where we are. And you're trying not to, we cannot, the military has put us where we are. The Fulani hegemony has impoverished all of us in the South till date. So all of this stuff you're trying to do now is trying to rewrite. Look at the people behind him. They are all Fulanis. If you were talking, if we were there, all of us should be there. But you are talking for us, telling us how to think. That is the born to rule mentality I'm talking about. And that is the terminal illness contractual Nigeria is suffering from. Listen on.
It will be disheartening to see us serve this same former colony of ours as now subordinates. That was why at that material time, a new program.
Let me go back again. There's a picture I want you to see. The same Abacha the same Abacha that authorized, that sanctioned the killing of the Ogoni Nine, including Ken Saro-Wiwa, may the soul of Ken Saro-Wiwa rest in peace. They are glorifying him. They put Abacha. You see, all of these are subtle symbols. I keep telling you, if you don't understand symbols, you will miss it. When you see this and you don't recognize or acknowledge it straight away, you accept it as, oh yes, they are right. This is all, the guys, they are all about symbols, and they're being taught by one of the best people in terms of symbols. They're former colonial masters. It is a simple fact. I'm just telling you. You can either take it or leave it. It's up to you. But me, I'm telling you what I know, and I hope you can learn from it. But you see, that's Abacha. Abacha killed Ken Saro-Wiwa and the Ogoni Nine because of oil money, and they worked in conjunction with Shell. And Shell was run by both the UK and Netherlands. They authorized the killing of protesters and those who are fighting for the right of Ogoni people. So you can see that there is a connection between the colonials and Fulani till date. Carry on. I'm just giving you a little bit of info. So Abacha, if you are talking about anything to do with democracy, there is no way Abacha will come anywhere here, because Abacha killed people. He silenced people. Abacha, Babangida, Buhari, they truncated the democratic process. They were involved in ensuring that Abiola never became the president of Nigeria. And you're telling me, and these guys are coming to talk to you, and those are the kind of people you want to believe in, and say you believe in one Nigeria. You better wake up. You better wake up.
That material time, a new program came up on how to dwarf Nigeria. And I challenge the academia, I challenge patriots, I challenge leaders.
What patriots? What patriots? What patriots are you talking about? Please educate me. What patriots are you talking about? What, the ones that are killing people? Enforcing constitution on us, the fraudulent constitution number 24 of 1999 on us. There is nothing patriotic about what you're doing. This is an imposition, a unitary system of government dressed up as a democracy. It's just a sham. It's all lies. And we're going to speak truth to power. That's what we do on this platform. Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We only deal in one currency, truth. We're the Sorosuke generation with evidence.
To go and search for that document and look at the arrangements of dividing Nigeria, creating crisis in Nigeria, creating differences between.
And the only people that have been involved in the creating differences in Nigeria has always and remains the Fulani hegemony, the ones who believe they are born to rule. The terminal illness that the country is suffering from is the one that the Fulani hegemony has infected into the polity. And that born to rule mentality that they have is the one that is ultimately going to dismantle, destroy contraption Nigeria. It's too late already. I'm telling you, it's too late.
Muslims and Christians, creating differences between northerners and southerners.
You are the ones who are telling us. You are telling us that you can live anywhere in the country. You can be anywhere. Your Fulanis are given guns to go and kill Southerners. We are not allowed as Southerners to arm ourselves. You don't talk about any of this. You won't hear them talking about that. Don't fall for the trick. This is all the trick. Listen.
Creating differences in Nigeria that will dwarf us. And where such things.
It's the differences that will dwarf you. What differences? You're the ones, the people that have been engineering, dividing Biafrans, Yorubas, Igbos, and Middle Belt have been the Fulanis from day one. And they took over from the colonials. The colonials made them the people who they appointed as the caretaker of what they gave birth to in our own land. We never sanctioned the creation of Nigeria. We never agreed to it. This was an imposition, and it remains an imposition till today. RIP one Nigeria.
Refuse to work for causes of insurgency should be.
If you're going to talk about causes of insurgency, why is your government? You are silent on Gumi. Retired Mustapha retired. You are silent on Gumi. You mention nothing about Gumi and those Fulani terrorists who the government keep pardoning, and you come with this sham. These are all. Listen, they are running helter skelter because they are afraid. They are afraid. The game is up. They know the game is up. Southerners, we need to stand together. Yorubas, Igbos, Middle Belt, wake up, stand up. It is your right to go for self-determination as guaranteed under the UN Charter. Go for it. These people have have oppressed us and impoverished us long enough in our own land. We must go for self-determination via referendum. No referendum, no elections in 2023. Let's listen on.
Invested upon and be promoted, so that Nigeria should remain dwarfed and never to grow. The fear
you have made. Listen, let me show you something. In fact, I'm going to go there now. You that are talking, answer this. I'm going to go and get this for you. I'm going to give you a bit of history lesson, sir. I'm going to give you that. You need it because you may, and you know, I'm sure you already know what I'm showing you, but I'm going to actually give you this. Let me go and get this now. I'm coming. I'm going to bring it, and I want you to counter me. Yes, you can counter me. Yes, but I'm going to give you the pictures. You're not going to get away with saying that nonsense. I'm sorry. I don't like using, but when it comes to, you need to explain this one. As you're saying all your fine words and all of that nonsense that you're coming up with. No, not that one. Sorry, not that one. Where is it? Oh, why can't I add it? There we go. Now, Al Mustapha, retired. Please explain to us what your Amadou Bello, someone that you hold in hand, explain this to us. You are telling us that they were going to cause talks about the cause of insurgency in Nigeria. Listen, Al Mustapha, listen to the words. The new nation called Nigeria should be an estate of our great-grandfather, Uthman Danfodio, who happens to be from... Let me show you. I'm going to give you a bit of a history lesson today. So you remember where you come from, and you have to go back there. Now, let's go and do this. Let's go Futa Jalon. So we will remind you, we need to connect the dots. We will help you. Since you don't know how to connect the dots, we will help you connect the dots. Let's help you connect it. So you see, in fact, this is very good. So you can see now, Amadou Bello is talking about Uthman Danfodio. Uthman Danfodio's ancestry is from Futa Jalon. Can you see the dot? And you guys like to revere Amadou Bello. So if you want to revere him, go to Futa Jalon in Guinea and do it. In Southern land, no more. Now listen to the words of Amadou Bello, which you all hold on till today. Listen to the words. The new nation called Nigeria should be an estate of our great-grandfather Uthman Danfodio. We must ruthlessly prevent the change of power. We use the minorities in the north as willing tools and the south as a conquered territory, and never allow them to rule over us and never allow them to have control over their future. Sir Amadou Bello. 12 days after the so-called independence that you are trying to put in our face. 12 days. So, Mustapha retired. Please explain that one. Come and explain that one to us. So when you talk, you see, they're trying to use a language, a dwarf force, and this, but they never mention the fact that they see the South, the whole of the South, as conquered territory, as said by Amadou Bello. How come you completely omit that? How come? How come? So please, those of you, if you are having any idea to listen to our Mustapha and think, oh, he's talking about SB1, they're not telling you the facts. So here are the facts. They come from Futa Jalon. Amadou Bello claims to be Uthman Danfodio's son, great-grandson. And let them go. And Uthman Danfodio comes from, his ancestry comes from where? Futa Jalon in Guinea. That's why we are putting everything here. Let's carry on.
Is allow this country to be. We will all be there as subordinates working for them. And no black man should be seen, particularly in West Africa.
Can you hear that? No black man. Did you see? Yaya Bello wants to be the black man president. You see, they are running scared. They are trying to make us believe that the same people that they are working with, they are working with the colonials. There are no black. Let me listen to the words though, to see the trickery. Listen.
One should be seen, particularly in West Africa and Nigeria, as the subject should be allowed to grow. It's a challenge to the academia, a challenge to the younger ones, a challenge.
Hang on. Let's go.
No black man should be seen.
Let me go back again. Sorry.
For this country to be, we will all be there as subordinates working for them.
And the them, again, I remind you, my Mustapha, you want the South to continue to work for you because in the words of Amadou Bello that you failed to mention, it says the South must be to, the North as willing tools and the South as conquered territory, and never allow them to rule over us and never allow them to have control over the future. It is too late. The game is up. Mustapha and all of you in the North, look, I've told you, we are saying it. You see, Nigeria is suffering from one terminal illness. It is known as the born to rule mentality, and that illness will kill Nigeria. It is already killing it. It is too late. You can't stop it. It is going to happen. It is coming whether you like it or not. Here's the evidence. You are not mentioning anything about how Ahmadu Bello and the people behind him and even Buhari sees us as conquered territory. How else can you explain why it is that every Southerner is prevented from getting guns? They go into our homes to take away our guns, and they're giving Fulani terrorists, Miyetti Allah, ISWAP, and Boko Haram guns to kill Southerners. And you say nothing about that, and you tell us about insurgency. You open every Friday all of the armed forces for the Fulanis, for the Fulanis under the guise of Islam to go into places and take over the whole thing. This is a way to completely take over the South. We say no more. We have the right to self-determination, and we are going. And you do not have the say on this because you come from where? We are going to remind you. We will remind you, and those of you coming behind you, that you come from Futajalon, okay? Al Mustapha and all of you, you come from Futajalon. That's your ancestry. Since you all, you carry Ahmadu Bello in high esteem, the man that sees us in the South as a conquered territory. Go and do all that high-handedness. Go and do it in Futajalon, not in our land. We had enough. Enough is enough. We're going for self-determination, and we're going for referendum. We can't. RIP one Nigeria. Born to rule has killed one Nigeria. End of story. Right, here we go.
No black man should be seen, particularly West Africa and Nigeria, as a subject should be allowed to grow.
You see, they're playing. Don't fall for that trick. No, that's a game that they're trying to play our game. You see, all of this is a way now. They cannot challenge us and use and say, no, we're not do this. So they are trying to come onto the territory where we are talking about Africa. If you believe in Africans, then you will not allow Fulani terrorists to kill Southerners. Let me say that to you slowly in case you may understand, all you Fulanis. If you believe in the black man truly like you say, like you do, then you will not be giving guns to Fulani terrorists to kill Southerners, because you will see us as one and we will work together. But you want our land, you want our resources. And we are reminding you, you come from Futajalon. Your ancestor, Usman Danfolio, his ancestry is from Futajalon. You have to go back there. This is Yoruba land, Middle Belt land, and Igbo land. We are not giving you an inch of it. You have to go back. We are not a conquered territory, and we are telling you that now. We are the people that have self-determination. We are indigent. Yorubas have been in Yoruba land for 13,000 years. You only came on the scene in 18th century. 13,000 years. You think about that. Wake up, my people. We need to wake up now.
It's a challenge to the academia, a challenge to the younger ones, a challenge to all patriots and all leaders, old and young, to understand that there is a game that...
Guys, you are the ones playing the game. The game is up and you are afraid. You are all clutching straws. The game is up and you are afraid. We know your game. We know your divide and rule. It won't work on Yorubas and Igbos and Middle Belt anymore. We know. The people on the streets are telling you, are hearing people that are saying that we want to go on our own, and you are afraid. You cannot stop it. You've tried to control everything and it is failed. You've been exposed. Unayash day for air. Unayash, day for air. Please, my people, listen on.
Never allow us to grow. We will be fighting ourselves while they are busy taking what we have.
That is exactly what you're doing. You have been putting the Igbos and Yorubas and Middle Belt against each other, whilst you have been taking our resources all over in contraction Nigeria. Look at all the positions: Port Authority, Police, Army, Navy, Customs, everything. You name it. Gas, oil, whatever, rivers, everything. The 68 exclusive list, it is all in the hands of the Fulani. We have had enough. With your born to rule mentality, and you have given Nigeria a terminal illness. That terminal illness is known as born to rule mentality. And that terminal illness has killed Nigeria. You cannot revive it. You cannot revive it. It is dead. It is gone. And we Southerners, we have the right to self-determination. And you cannot stop us. And we will not relent until we go for referendum. No elections, no referendum, no elections. We do not want to be part of contract Nigeria because the constitution that you used to take our resources is a fraud. It is a decree number 24 of 1999. You as a military man, even you are party to this and you are trying to claim any innocence. We don't fall for it.
These are some of the things that are going to
See, what is all this clapping? Look at them. These are some of their clapping. Clapping for what? You're clapping for what? You guys are the ones pursuing insurgency. You are the ones. The military has funded Boko Haram, ISWAP, Miyetti and Fulani terrorists to come into the south and kill people, as many as possible, kill our farmers. No compensation. In our own land. Enough is enough. Yoruba people, Igbos, Biafrans, Middle Beltans, it's time we all woke up. All of us in the south, all of the people, if I don't mention your indigenous people, please, you are included in it. Ninas is something we should all work towards. These people are tricksters. Enough of it. Remember where they come from. I want you to know. The link is the ones I'm giving you here. Those two links there, Futajalon, Amadou Bello's great-grandfather, Usman Danvilio, he was born in Goba in the south, in the north, but his ancestry is from Futajalon. Go check it up. Google is your friend. Don't take my word for it. Google it. Google what I'm saying to you. Don't take my word for it. Google it.
General Abacha went against, and he became an enemy.
Ah, he went against. Can you hear this lie? He went against the same General Abacha that killed Ken Saro-Wiwa. Let me show you Ken Saro-Wiwa's picture. He killed Ken Saro-Wiwa. He poured acid on his body. And you tell us to believe in black that you're talking about black man. If you had any regard for any black man, if Abacha had a regard for his fellow black man, he wouldn't throw acid on the body of the 10 Ogoni people. He wouldn't authorize the acid to be thrown on their bodies. Yes, let me just get this picture out. Don't play that game with, you pick the wrong people. Don't play that game here. No, don't play that game here. Please do not. We're not, sorry, let me just take it back. It's not the one I want. This is it. Okay. So, whilst you are doing that nonsense that you're trying to do, please, you pick the wrong guy to do this to do. You pick the wrong guy. I'm coming on. Not that one. Okay, I can see that now. Is that it? Sorry. I'm just going to bring it back. Sorry, 1 second. I was just a bit trigger happy there. Is that it? No, not that one. Sorry. He's making an appearance there. Oh, sugar. What did I just do? Okay. Maybe I just played it by accident. I'm going to get it back 1 second. Sometimes I will just... Yeah, that's it. So I got it back now. So when he mentioned Abacha there is why I just really wanted to bring it in together. But I will... So now... So they talk about Abacha. Nonsense. You see? General Abacha went against what? Before, as you're talking about that, remember, these people, all of they're doing here is a game. And it's talking about Abacha. I'm putting the picture of the man that Abacha killed. I'm putting it here so you can see it. Abacha instructed the courts to try to convict a man, even though he was prepared to give them a 40-page document to prove his innocence. They said, no, we want him to just talk. And they wouldn't take into his 40-page document into account. They killed him because the Shell authorities, the same people that are working with Shell are now talking to us about black men. The same people that poured acid, that authorized acid to be poured on the body of Ken Saro-Wiwa and the other 9, the other 8. May their souls rest in peace. Abacha is not a friend of Southerners. Don't fall for the trick. Abacha is not our friend. Neither is Mustapha. Neither is any of them. They are all Fulanese. We have to say it like it is. We speak truth to power. We have had enough of this. Our coming generation, this is about them. This is about the coming generation. Now, let's listen on. Please just bear in mind, Abacha that they like to talk about, he he sanctioned the killing of the hanging of the Ogoni Nine, including Ken Saro-Wiwa, and then throwing acid onto the bodies for their family not to see them. The cruelty, Eleanor. Think about that cruelty. Now, let's go and I might even play the video because I'm actually going to play the video. So I want you to think about when he's saying that. I want this to seep into your consciousness as Southerners. Now, here we go. I'm going to play it for you. 1 minute, please. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. See, we're dealing in a tone. You can see the 1 minute. Is 1 minute. Here we go. One minute, I'll get it. I'm almost there. Configure the and break. Ken Saro, head of Nigeria. 1 minute. And as a result, he will come and say, I'm going. And this come it. And it's clear that Shell appointed Bishop. 1 minute, please.
The whole thing.
Watch. I think it's here. I want you to listen.
Show any sign of weakness. Let them go to hell.
Watch.
We're in real trouble.
Listen. This is what Abacha did, though.
The worst, so they do not get dismayed when I'm convicted. However, that will not be the end of the story, as you well know. Before sentence was passed, in his last public statement, Ken Saro-Wiwa
I want you to look at that picture.
appeal for the people of the Niger Delta.
No possibility whatsoever that I or Mustapha would ever have planned any such action.
Exactly.
And I will forever avow it, no matter what any forum decides upon. I appeal to you, my Lord, for only one thing. The Ogoni people have suffered tremendously.
Exactly. So don't believe the lie. Abacha is in the picture there, by the way.
We need every assistance that we can get.
On the 31st of October, Ken Saro-Wiwa and 8 others were found guilty and sentenced to death by hanging.
You see?
6 of the total 15 defendants were acquitted, including Ledum Mitte.
After the judgment was read,
they were sentenced to be hanged. Order Abacha's government too. That's why I'm putting the picture there. Connect the dots. Don't believe the lie. Connect the dots.
But next, when I heard what they were saying, they condemned this thing, I broke down and cried. He was the person holding me in that court.
May their soul rest in peace. They killed 9 Ogoni people for speaking up for their people. And you tell me, yo, we are black people. We are black race together.
No, but I couldn't help
Fulanese want to take the land of Southerners. That's the man, that's Ken Saro-Wiwa, that this military junta man is not fit to be called the president. He's telling us he's going to pardon. A man that they killed in a kangaroo court. Don't believe the lies of the Buhari government. They killed Ken Saro-Wiwa. Okay, yeah. Let me forward that. They did. Yes, they did. They killed Ken Saro-Wiwa. Tell us it's good. So let me just forward it. I want you to get to a place where that. Sorry, I'm gonna just get. I need to get. These are the evidences which are. If you want to watch the video, you'll see. But there's a place I want you to hear where they're hanging. Now, you see. Now, that you killed your own people. Listen. Here we go. Like Nabikanu. Time that shall. Listen to her.
It must have moral authority.
They are all complicit. All the people I'm showing you, they are all complicit. Listen.
On November the 10th, the Ogoni 9 were taken to Port Harcourt prison to be hanged by the neck.
And there you have. November the 10th, he was hanged. May his soul rest in peace. Final pictures. And Buhari has the temerity to tell us he's going to pardon a man that was fighting for his people, like Nnamdi Kanu is doing.
Ken
Going to be allowed to write history. No. We're not one Nigeria. We're not one Nigeria. This is about the profits. And you impose yourselves on the people. That's it. That's what they've done. I'm telling you, don't fall for that nonsense. Nigeria. Listen. Right. Listen.
Ken Saro-Wiwa's last words were, "I never destroyed my people, but my people are killed. If it be that I can die to free my people, please my God, and the gods and soil of Ogoniland, allow me to die."
So those are the 9. There's a 9 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't know the 9th piece. So those are the 9 there that were killed. Buhari must provide their bodies. We don't need a pardon from them. They did nothing wrong. They fought. They stood up for their people, like Oloye Sonigbo is doing, like Nnamdi Kanu is doing. And we are demanding that Nnamdi Kanu and Oloye Sonigbo will be released immediately. Exactly. Be released immediately. Exactly. They must be released. No buts. You can go and watch the whole video, but I want to show you a second here. Now, because this is the same storybook. Yes. Of silencing people when they speak truth to power. Exactly. We're not going to allow this.
In less than 2 hours, all the Ogoni 9 were dead.
In less than 2 hours. Listen.
The bodies were dumped in this graveyard, where acid was poured over them to remove any trace of their existence.
Now, let me play that again. Listen. Listen. Buhari wants to pardon them, right? Listen to what they did to their bodies. Listen.
But my people are killed.
Listen to what they did to
their bodies. If it be that I can die to free my people, please my God, and the gods and soil of Ogoniland, allow me to die. In less than 2 hours, all the Ogoni 9 were dead. The bodies were dumped in this graveyard, where acid was poured over them to remove any trace of their existence.
See? They were their bodies were thrown into the graveyard. So I'm just going to leave it at that. They were thrown into a graveyard. Their family prevented from seeing them. Acid poured on them by these men. The men you see in that picture. The men in that picture above me. So when our Mustapha is talking, bear that in mind. He doesn't tell you all of this. These are the same people. Our Mustapha was in the same government with all 3 of these people. Our Mustapha was there when Abiola was killed. Look, we time to wake up. Look, the terminal illness that contracted Nigeria has got is called born to rule mentality. It is terminal. There is no cure for it. It is gone. Nigeria is gone. Listen on. Just remember, everything he's saying is all a pack of lies.
Against, and he became an enemy to that group outside and to their cronies in Nigeria. Some of them are highly respected elder statesmen. To me, I have seen all what persecution is all about. There is no fear. If you like, carry on tomorrow and chase me out. But remember, you did it 15 years ago while I was in incarceration. Today I'm free like you. You throw a stone, we throw a medal.
You see this nonsense. Don't believe the lie, yo. I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm actually gonna just I'm putting their picture writ large. These people here, they killed. They saw to the killing of Ken Saro-Wiwa and the Ogoni 9, all of them, and the 8 Ogoni people, for speaking up for their people. And they're trying to now put them in. They're trying to say that they are people that these military men, they enslaved Southerners. These are the facts. So when you're hearing the stories, you need to know those histories. But that's why we need to be telling these histories, to make sure we explain what happened. They are trying to rewrite the narrative and talk about black man and this and that. They don't care about you as a Southerner. That is the story they want to use for you to come to their side. It's all about Takia. Wake up. My people, wake up. Southerners, it is time for us to go for self-determination. RIP, One Nigeria. I'm going to stop it here. Thank you for watching. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Before I go, as ever, I will urge you, please go and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, the platform where we speak truth to power. Subscribe to Citizen AY. Subscribe to Citizen AY. Hit the notification button. Give us a thumbs up. Share this broadcast. Make it reach as many people as possible. Make sure that we confront all the lies being told by the Fulani hegemony that are telling us lies. They want to take over our land. They see us as conquered territory. They see the South as conquered territory, as said by their so-called forever cherished man, Amadou Bello. Yes, it's time we woke up. Those of you Southerners believe in one Nigeria, understand that they see your territory as conquered territory. For that reason, we must disentangle from contractual Nigeria. Let them go and create Nigeria in Futajalon in Guinea. Yoruba land is for Yoruba people. Biafra is for Biafra people. Middle Belt is for Middle Beltans. That's it. We're not having any more of this. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. The currency we deal in is only one. That is the truth. We are the Sorosoke generation with evidence. Thank you for watching. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and goodbye.